And oh, I need to share this video real quick to Facebook, so hang tight. Let me click the camera around here. We're going to share with the audience. Okay. Sorry about that, everyone. Okay, so I had to share my link to my live Wild Kingdom Wellness YouTube channel over to that, Facebook. So let's talk about some things today. I do have the chat on. I may or may not see your message. So anyway, because I'm going to stand back here, get my camera going here, and let me steady this just a little bit. So, but yeah, I'll give you a minute to jump on, say good morning. Sync up with me this morning, everyone. So, how's everybody feeling? I'm doing okay. Doing all right. It is. Whew. It's Wednesday, so I am going to get started this morning on our morning discussion when it comes to everything going on in the world around me. But I decided this morning to jump on this live video, not really to talk about political things. Hello, Kitty. We're going to have a friend here come through, say hello to Sasha, who's going to hang out with us. Okay, so, but I am not going to spend much time this morning talking about anything that has to do with geopolitics. So I'm going to skirt that topic this morning on Wednesday, February the 25th, 2025, because I really want to focus in on Aries. Yes, astrology, the sign of Aries. I want to look at Aries this morning, and I want to talk to you guys about the fact that right now in astrology, Saturn and Neptune are in the sign of Aries. And so I'm going to take this message for you guys just a notch higher. Okay. So we're going to elevate ourselves for just a moment. So grab your coffee. I got mine. We're going to have a conversation right now about astrology and what I see as a daily practitioner of astrology, what I see going on in the world around me at this very moment. And then I want to talk to you all as humans and ask you, like, I want to ask your humble opinion on whether or not you think, based on what I'm going to present to you today, do you think in any way, shape, or form that the fact that Aries energy, okay, so again, astrology, the sign Aries, which is a fire sign, which is the ram, if you're looking at like the zodiac system, okay, people whose birthdays are coming up in March and April, they have their Aries. They are called an Aries in the Western astrology, right? So I'm going to talk about Aries right now as if it were a living, breathing spiritual energy. Okay, so again, I want you to follow along with me that I know sometimes, ladies and gentlemen, I understand I talk about some really mid to high level stuff when it comes to astrology. But if you will just follow along with you look stupid with those tattoos. Well, Dominique, it ain't for you, babe. They're my tattoos and I love them. So anyway, but good morning. So I'm glad you're here. But anyway, I'm talking about the sign of Aries right now, which is conflict, right? It's disagreement. So you and I, friend Dominic, we can disagree on whether or not you like my tattoos or not, because I don't care. Anyway, but that's what I'm talking about. That's the kind of energy that is being presented to the world around us right now. So, Dominic, if you want to like and subscribe and continue to follow me through this journey, you're more than welcome to do so, okay, here on YouTube. Because I'm at the point in my life, honey, I don't give two hoots what people think about me. I'm going to go forward in my truth and in my understanding of what I see going on in the world around me when it comes to astrology. You can be on this channel with me, honey, or boo boo, you can just like step off because, again, this is serious stuff, okay? So, here's how we're going to start our day for those of you all who are newer to this channel. I'm going to read to you from the Witch's Date Book Almanac, 2026. Okay. This is a Llewellyn's calendar. So basically, it goes through Each day of the week, right? It's just like any other date book, calendar date book. It tells you what day it is, where the moon is currently in the moment. Where is the moon in astrology? What sign of the zodiac is the moon in? Well, in this case, Gemini. Today we're in the sign of Gemini, okay? And then it also gives you a fun little tidbit that you can play with that tells you what the color of the day is. Okay, so, and sometimes in my world, when I pick up my almanac each morning as I do my morning rituals, right? I look at the color of the day and I go, how can I honor the universe today just by knowing that the color of the day is black, blue, green, yellow, whatever. And in today's case, it's topaz. Okay. And topaz does not come up a lot inside of this almanac as the color of the day. Okay. So, enough said about that. That is how I start my day. That's how I generally start my podcast and my videos. And so, if you are on Apple, Spotify, if you are on iHeartRadio, go look up Wild Kingdom Wellness, because not only am I going to be doing live videos, trying to create an awareness, a spiritual awareness for people to go, you know what? This woman might sound a little kooky sometimes when she starts to talk about astrology and the sun and the moon and how all those elements affect our bodies and our minds and our spirits. Like, I'm here to help you all navigate, okay, through some of the astrological chaos that's going on in the world around us right now. And so, we're going to talk about the sign of Aries this morning as an entity, okay? And here's why, ladies and gentlemen, okay? Right now in astrology, if you were to pull up today's natal chart, birth chart, so if I were to look up on my computer today's natal chart right now on February the 25th, 2026, and I looked at the astrology of the day, okay, like a pie chart, okay, and for those of you all who follow astrology, you know what I'm talking about, right? The 12 signs of the zodiac. If I were to pull up that pie chart right now and look at the natal chart for today, I would see two very important transits or placements in the universe when it comes to the fire sign of Aries, okay? The god of war and conflict when it comes to mythology, all right? And that you can look that up for yourself, okay? So, what I did this morning is I went to this is my astrology Bible, okay? This book I have been carrying around with me for 2+ decades, so more than 20 years of my life. This book was the first book that I ever reached for